complete bag of tricks. And finds Giannis. Lopez for three. Finds Durant for three. Yes. So the Nets lead 125, 123. Little for his three-point territory. Fires in and out. And the Nets hold on for the victory in a dramatic finish.
Guys, I'm confused. Is Kevin Durant coming back from an Achilles injury? Because I can't tell. Dropping 30 against the reigning MVP, the highest paid player, and that would be Giannis and the Bucks. The Nets won. Kyrie didn't play, missed his seventh straight game. Personal reason, should be back Wednesday. Stephen A., what do you make of KD's return so far? How impressed are you?
Kevin Durant is going to win league MVP honors. When this season is over, Kevin Durant is going to be crowned, excuse me, 2 awards. He's going to be named the league MVP, league's most valuable player, and he's going to be crowned the comeback player of the year. He's going to win 2 awards. Both of them are going to belong to him. You can book it. You can't put in, I try, I mean, you know, we're wordsmiths here, we're a bit loquacious, this is what we do for a living, but it's kind of difficult to put into words what we're witnessing transpire. Brooklyn Nets have won 4 straight, by the way. Kevin Durant is averaging 30.6 points per game on 54% shooting from the field, 48% from three-point range, and 87% from the free throw line. And these are only his first 11 games back after an 18-month layoff.
Looking fresh.
From an Achilles tear. I'm going to repeat that. An 18-month layoff after an Achilles tear. And the 30 that he's averaging ain't 6 months into the season. It's the first 11 games.
It's unreal.
This dude is just on another level. Kevin Durant is winning the league MVP because Brooklyn is going to be one of the top 3 seeds in the Eastern Conference. And whatever James Harden does, this is what's so incredible about Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant suddenly starts averaging less and shooting less from the field, he won't even be blamed. They'll look at Kyrie first. They'll be like, what the hell's going on here? I mean, and by the way, they'll look at Kyrie because initially you were looking at Harden, but it wasn't no problem because what has he been doing since Harden arrived in the first 2 games? So the minute Kyrie ultimately gets back, if KD is compromised in any way, folks are going to be looking at somebody other than him. He's winning league MVP and comeback player of the year.
Do you remember The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy and Sho'nuff?
That's right.
When they got the glow?
That's right.
That's KD right now. He's got the glow. He's like,
Guys love that movie.
Listen. When I say who's the baddest, you say Sho'nuff.
Yeah, that's what he is right now. He steps on the court. He's got a glow around him. It's unbelievable. Like those numbers, what were they? 48%?
48% from 3. 87% from the free throw line, 54% from the field, averaging 30.6.
To say nothing of his passing. Like, you know, KD's becoming that. Look, he's amazing.
Oh, Matt,
Here's
one more thing.
Yeah.
He's only averaging 19 shots a game.
Yeah, right. He's doing super efficient.
19 shots a game.
He's unbelievable off an Achilles. He's amazing. Thing about it is James Harden rolled out of bed, as I said, looking like a hot mess, showed up fat, gave him a triple-double with 30 points.
32.
Yeah. 32 points in the triple-double.
32, 14, and 12.
So he's got that old man YMCA game, you know, like James Harden's skills are up. Right.
Special.
So what happens is, look, LeBron and AD, we saw this last year. They both balled out of control. They split the vote, right? Neither one wins MVP, even though obviously one of them, LeBron, was the best player in the league. I think KD and Harden are going to split the vote. I also think that there's another guy, and look, MVP is usually 1 or 2 seed in either conference, right? So top 4 seed in the NBA. Usually it's that. But I'll say this. Luka Doncic is capable of averaging 30 with a triple-double through the course of a season. And if you saw Kristaps Porzingis last night play the second of back-to-back, which he's not even supposed to do. Right. He's looking good already. And the Mavericks are under 500 right now because they're playing without half their team because of COVID protocol. Maxi Kleber and Finney Smith and all these guys. The Mavericks get hot. which I think they will, Porzingis stays healthy, I think Luka's going to get the MVP because it's not like Porzingis is going to peel away votes.
Luka's got a shot. He's averaging 27, 9, and 9. Let's not forget that. Luka's averaging 27, 9, and 9, only shooting 28% from three-point range, 46% from the field, 75% for the free throw line. But here's the bottom line. He ain't coming off an Achilles. KD is. James Harden has no shot at the league MVP. We all know he's phenomenal. We all know he's great. And I like him personally. And I think that, people tried to get on him and give him too bad of a rap when all he wanted to do was get out of Houston. But let me say this to you. Because of how he departed from Houston, and how he was looking at that time, those MVP votes will be held from him because they will be credited to Kevin Durant. The fact that Kevin Durant is with him has him looking better. Kevin Durant has this, the way he's playing right now, if he continues to play, he has this on lock because of what he overcame and how he's playing in spite of it.
Here's the thing about MVP. Really, there's an MVP of the finals. There's an MVP of the finals. There's an MVP of the regular season. Right. But really, by the end of the finals, we know who the best player in the game was that year. Even if KD wins the MVP, it doesn't mean it. It doesn't really mean anything unless he can lead his team past LeBron's. Like, the question is, who's the best player in the world? That's a separate argument, but that's really what KD can prove this year.
Well, that's a different category. But in terms of MVP being most valuable, when you consider what James Harden, where he came from, what he came to, the dysfunction that reeked, Kyrie Irving, the distraction, the fact that Kevin Durant is balling and they're winning games.
By the way,
if that continues, he ain't losing no MVP award.
Last thing about Luka, Luka's not really in shape yet, and he's already playing much better defense than he's ever played, and the Mavs are a good defensive team.
He's a future
Over
MVP.
The course of this season, let's see how it all shakes out.
He's global. He's a future MVP. There is no question.
Let's
we ain't
roll.
getting it this year. James Harden, KD, Lord have mercy. Kyrie who? At least for the moment, we'll talk about that. Plus, Patrick Mahomes, will he be available for this Sunday? Will the Buffalo Bills win if they don't have him in Kansas City? That and more coming up. First take in the house. Deshaun Watson, Houston, Texas. I ain't forget that either. Oh, it's a lot coming on. Cruz in the house. Together! Let's go.
James Harden in his second game as a member of the Nets. Team gets it to Durant and he puts it down. Harden showing a complete bag of tricks and finds Giannis. Lopez for three. Finds Durant for three. Yes. So the Nets lead 125, 123. Middleton is three-point territory. Fires in and out, and the Nets hold on for the victory in a dramatic finish. Garbage.
We were young in Oklahoma City. We're grown men now. We know what we want. We really know the game of basketball now. We're not those young guys that just run around and want to just shoot and dunk all day. We know the games. We know spots. We know, teams plays. We're more advanced.
We pretty much seen every defense, every offensive scheme. We done been in every type of game, playoffs, game sevens, so we done been through a lot in this league, experienced a lot. And for us to bring it together now and combine what we've learned over this time and try to play great basketball, I think it was pretty seamless for us.
No question. Reunited, and it feels so good. Katie and Harden and the tray of us. Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, I'm Molly Karen Rose. Welcome into First Take. Thank you for spending your part of the day with us.
Good to see y'all.
Guys.
Together.
I would hug you, but I can't. All right. We need to talk about this, though.
Yeah.
Unreal. Harden and KD taking care of business. No Kyrie. Kyrie missing his 7th game due to personal reasons. Steve Nash said he is available to play on Wednesday. Stephen A., do you think these two are a championship duo, even if they don't have Kyrie, if they're not going to be a big three in the end?
I said it yesterday. I'll say it again today. Brooklyn Nets going to the finals. They're going to the finals. I'm no apology. Sorry, Philadelphia. Doc Rivers, my brother, I love you. Sorry, Philadelphia. You saw Ben Simmons shoot that three the other day, right? Damn.
The worst miss I've ever seen in my life.
He got closer to the rim than you would. It's ridiculous, Max Kellerman. You got that situation. Milwaukee. I love what I saw last night because we saw Giannis drop 34. We saw Drew Holiday drop 20 and 22, and Chris Middleton as well, and they still lost. This is exactly what I'm talking about here because when it's time to close the deal, we're talking about Kevin Durant. Let me tell you something right now. Are you were worried, Max Kellerman? You never questioned the game of Kevin Durant. You never did that. You were never that sacrilegious. You were never that blasphemous. You were never that. You never committed such a heinous act. But you did bring in the question. You did act like you were the modern day orthopedic surgeon or something like that. I mean, you did act like one of those dudes. I mean, I've never seen anybody come back from this injury. I mean, you see that, Molly?
Yeah.
You see that? It's Achilles tear. I mean, nobody's ever done it. And I said to you, Max, it ain't Dominique Wilkins, man, even though he came back from it pretty nicely at one point.
We threw out WNBA players for you that came back.
His athleticism. It ain't Russell Westbrook. It ain't somebody like that. We're talking about a sniper, an elite sniper, the likes of which this game has never seen. Molly, I will remind you that the leading scorer in NBA history ever is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
And we once had a discussion years and years ago, long before you were on this show, Max, where we literally sat up there and was like, this is the one dude that got a chance to catch
He
Kareem
started so
Abdul-Jabbar.
young.
If he wanted to, if he wanted to be aggressive, if he wanted to jack up 25 to 30 shots a game, that's who KD is. And off of an Achilles tear, 18 months out of business, first 10, 11 games of the season, I said he could average 25 in his sleep. Remember, I said it right here. Book it. He going to do 25. Oh, no, I was wrong. The brother's dropping 30. 30 a game on better than 50% shooting, better than 40% shoot from three-point range. He's just that dude. And Harden, supposedly out of shape, supposedly a little bloated, even though he's going to be in shape really quickly. Okay, that dude. The one who's averaged 30 over the last 3 games. We forgot what a point guard he can be when he wants to be. How he can be unselfish. How he's willing to pass the ball. How he's not willing to dribble the ball 12 times before taking a shot. We are seeing James Harden put on a show. Let me tell you something right now. This is the Eastern Conference. And no matter what anybody says,